Thank you very much, and let me thank the association. It's a huge honor. I work with many fine people on both sides of the aisle that care a lot about learning, and care a lot about literacy, and care a lot about the access to information as libraries do all across this nation. And so to be singled out by the association is particularly meaningful, and I'm very much appreciative. Forgot to tell you that we have an inbuilt lobby in my house. My wife is a retired librarian. My daughter is working at the Library of Congress. And my son-in-law is a branch manager in Tucson, Arizona. And so, never far from the voices of your colleagues, and a very effective group, I might add. I wanted to thank you. On a personal note, I was one of those kids that you had to, during the summer, you'd have to shoo out at some point. I'm one of those kids that would sit in there for hours and hours and hours and escape, be safe, and in the process, God bless, you learn something. And so that sanctuary was very important to me when I was a kid, the main library downtown in Tucson, and I spent a lot of quality time there. I took advantage of pestering the people that worked there with questions, and they would help me. They try to teach me the Dewey Decimal System to this day. I still go ask somebody to help me find it. Let me just talk a little bit about the institutions and what the association represents, and then you know, we're in these times of economic uncertainty in this country. We know that. We're digging ourselves out of a hole, and at the same time we're going through this societal drift. Hopefully all of us working hard that is a drift in the right direction, a drift that celebrates diversity, a drift that begins to change the tenor and the tone of our nation in a very positive way. And who's there? Who's one of the cogs that's there? It's the libraries of this country. Providing the public support, the models for intellectual growth, and saying to the patrons that you all serve, come in. This place is yours. This place is welcoming. And regardless of what your status in life might be, in this place, you're the same. I think that is a wonderful message as we go through these times. And we're going to keep bugging up here that this is a time for the Service and Technology Act to be robustly funded. Yes. Robustly. Because of what the American people are demanding of their libraries. They're demanding information. They're demanding access to the information age. They're demanding that it be a place where they can come learn how to deal with issues that they're having to confront themselves. So there's more demand, and a good demand. And so it's a time to robustly fund, make sure all libraries have equal access to the information age for their patrons that come in, make sure our collections are vast and varied, and make sure that the fine professionals that work with us are rewarded for the work. The other issue I think is important, and I'll leave with that, is that we're going to be working on reauthorizing the Elementary and Secondary Act. And in these times when we were, in the times under No Child Left Untested, we peeled away what we consider to be extraneous things in education. Music, health, extracurricular activities, and libraries. Because we were now going to teach to a very specific, narrow curriculum and forget the advantage of having a school-based library in every one of our public schools in this country. And And so we need to make sure that we return to that ethic and to return to that very necessary part of public education. The two great indicators of how good we are as a nation, to me, are two wonderful institutions that we all should be all proud of. Our vast and accessible library system across this nation, whether it's state, public, university, private, the accessibility of that information to the American people. A great example of what a democracy is. And our public schools that teach us and give us the opportunity to be more than what people expect from us. What a great institution. So we want to make, in this reauthorization, we're going to marry the two and make sure that we don't make the library services for children and students expendable in this process. So we're going to need your help, and we look forward to it. So let me just close by thanking you. This is, for me, this is a labor of love. For me, this is a way to extend the privileges of this democracy and the privileges of learning to everyone. And to me, this is a great issue of equity. Because I said it earlier, it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who you are, who your daddy and mommy are, where you live. If you can read, if you can learn, if you can comprehend, the possibilities in this great nation of ours are endless. So thank you for doing that.